Well, we are rapidly rattling through this course, a lot faster than I actually thought we were going to be, but that is a good thing because we are just trying to keep the fluff as minimal as possible. So with this one, we are going to be talking about crafting an irresistible offer when we are building proposals. And again, we've done so much work that makes this almost effortless now because we've researched the brand that we're going to be talking about. We researched ourselves. We know that what we have to offer and we know the value that we can bring in return for this as well. It has to be value driven. Your proposal cannot possibly in any way whatsoever be just like a wish list. You're not sending an Amazon wish list to a company saying, give me £10,000, please. I'd love to get new tyres. I'd love to get spares for my car. I'd love to go at every single race this season. And guess what? You're going to be paying for it. It doesn't work that way. Instead, it has to be about them. It has to be about the work that we did earlier about identifying the value that we can bring. And it has to be tailored to their needs. So we have to work on a lot of things here. We have to include things like SMART goals. We have to include goals that are specific, that are measurable, that are achievable, that are realistic, and they are time-bound as well. So that's one of those fancy business words that you're going to hear thrown about. They love their jargon. And if you can speak the lingo, hey, you're in the club already. SMART goals are a big thing for you to have through the course of your proposal as well. Again, so if you can make it specific, we are going to be able to go to 10 events this year. You can have a stall with us, and we're estimating the footfall to be around 150,000 people over the course of the year. They're predominantly male in their 40s and they've got an interest in tools or whatever, right? You're making it specific. You can then measure it. You can then, over the course of the season, measure how many people, how much footfall that you've had over the course of the year. Achievable. Is it achievable for you to do 10 events this year? Well, yes, because you've already signed up to them. You've already paid your entry fees for them. Is it realistic? Well, you've already entered, you've got the car, so yes, it's realistic for you to be doing it. And time bound again, you've got the whole 12 months to do that over. But again, those SMART goals make it very easy to show the ROI, the return on investment to brands and businesses that are supporting you. Another key thing that I see drivers tripping up is offering in proposals like a menu, like you're going out to your favourite restaurant and they'll say for £5,000 you can get this, for £10,000 you can get this. That shouldn't be the way. Absolutely, you can offer different packages, but it shouldn't be like a set menu. It should be specific to what that brand actually needs. Again, you likely know exactly what I'm saying, but again, just to make it completely clear, what I'm saying here is that for £5,000, you can't just offer your logo on the side of a car and that you'll be able to, get a ticket for an event or whatever. It should be specific to that business that you're targeting and say, Camber would be able to turn up at the event and we'll do X amount of social reach outs per year. We'll do some branded content with them. We'll do some live Q&As with the business, and we'll also do a funded giveaway. We'll try and offer some prizes that you can do. We'll also try and offer some content that you can post on your own channel as well. It just feels like in the proposals, and I know this because back when I left Knockhill to go and start Camber, this is what I started on. I started building proposals for racing drivers and printing them out and making them look all fancy and thinking, this is what they need. And it's not what they need because they were so generic. I was printing out 10 to 100 of these things, and literally the thing that always comes back to me is this one saying in marketing. And this is what struck me about these proposals, is that if you target everyone, you target no one. And that could not be more true with these proposals. They should not be a generic thing that you send out to everyone. And it's so frustrating because that's the mindset that I had about sort of 6-7 years ago as well, thinking, oh yeah, you need to have that. Absolutely, you can have something slightly different called a media pack, which is something that everyone can download, and it gives an at-glance guide of who you are and very similar, but your proposal is something quite personal. It's quite special and unique. You want them to take the time to look through it and not just go, oh yeah, that's nice, it's got some pretty pictures in it. It's supposed to sell who you are as a racing driver and how specifically you can work together with that brand or business. So with the proposal, it absolutely must 100% be unique to the business that you are sending it to. No half-arsed efforts here. It has to be a unique thing for them. But also, be creative. Use your brain. Take 5-10 minutes to think about their problems, to think about their audience that they're trying to reach, and think about you as a brand and as a racing driver. How can that cross over? What activation ideas can you come up with? And again, more business lingo that they love. Activations. Activation is just you doing something together with them. Is the chance of them being able to actually do something physical, tangible with you. That's called an activation. So whenever you hear drivers talking about brand activations, that's all it is just the chance to do something. Now, that could be, I say physical, but that could be a virtual activation. That could be online. That could be you doing something together online. That's another whole drawer full of ideas as well. A big thing now is sim racing. A lot of drivers doing sim racing online. Can you stream? Can you do races with the businesses that you're working with? I know, for instance, one of the management companies, the motorsport management companies that manages a lot of drivers that I follow on LinkedIn, they're doing a karting event at the beginning of next month as well. You could do something like that. You could host a karting event for all of your sponsors. Can you do networking with the sponsors and brands that you've got working on board as well? Can you introduce them to each other? Can you offer natural referrals to each other? Because as much as businesses and brands can be business to consumer, some brands that you might want to work with are business to business brands as well. So if you can introduce them in a natural, non-salesy way to other brands, hey, that's going to be even better for them potentially as well. So again, a big part of this is, I hate using this word, I can feel my soul leaving my body when I say this, thinking outside the box. It's literally, you have to be able to do this. You have to think of things that they've maybe never even heard of before, or if it's something that has already been done, you need to do it better than anybody else. Because going back to this whole exposure myth that we were talking about earlier, you could get a driver giving you £5,000 towards your racing season, right? And what are you going to give them for a return? You need to be giving them £10,000 minimum in value back. You need to be 2xing the value that they give to you at an absolute minimum. And again, this comes back to making them an offer they cannot refuse. If you're telling a business that you're going to 2x whatever they give you in terms of the value that they return, they are never in their wildest dreams, unless they genuinely think that you're a bit of a dickhead, they are never, ever going to say no to that. So you have to provide that whole thing and making it completely irresistible for them. So that's what we mean when we're saying that irresistible offer in that last section. It's all about making it they cannot possibly refuse. And again, if you've got these creative, crazy ideas in which you can connect brands with the audience that they crave or businesses that they're trying to get in touch with as well, you're really, really putting yourself into a position where it's looking very, very good for you at all. But again, all this is taken is the time to sit down, to write this stuff down, to think about it laterally and logically as well. And suddenly, as we go through each step, I'm hoping that you go, oh, wait, but then I've done the work here. So now I can then just do this and this and this. And then you'd go through this time after time. And with more practice, the easier it becomes and the easier that you will be able to find it. Remember that what you offer goes back to quantifying your value. You know, are you amazing with social media? Are you a great public speaker? That's another thing that I don't see drivers selling themselves on. Are you able to talk to a room full of people and tell a story? Are you able to engage people? Do people find you funny? Do they find you entertaining? That is value that you can offer, and that is value that you can add to your personal brand and to your pitch. So that section covers crafting the irresistible offer and building proposals. But after that, we then usually have to have a face-to-face meeting or a Zoom meeting, but usually it's face-to-face if you're dealing with a local business or someone around you. That can be an incredibly, incredibly scary prospect. That is what we're going to work on next.